taking questions from those in the room and over the phone. As a reminder, you can press.
We have decided, NASA unanimously in our decision makers, to move forward with the current Artemis II Orion capsule and heat shield with a modified entry trajectory. Assuming the SpaceX lander is ready, we plan to launch Artemis III in mid-2027. That will be well ahead of the Chinese government's announced intention that they have already publicly stated is 2030.
So one area that's taken us a considerable amount of time to learn from Artemis I is how the heat shield performed during the mission. Obviously, a very critical aspect of the mission. After Artemis I, we noticed that there was a variation across the appearance of the Apollo heat shield, where the material that coats the capsule at the bottom, that protects the capsule during the heat of reentry, it wore away differently than we expected. We had to understand why that erosion variation in the heat shield occurred to make sure that our astronauts would be safe during Artemis II. Our team did identify the correct root cause of the Artemis heat shield issue. They also validated that our test approach would bound the risk that, again, ultimately led to the flight rationale that it was safe to fly.
I spoke to Jared Isaacman yesterday and look forward to having a meeting with him, invited him to come. And I'm optimistic about NASA in the future. And that's why I called to congratulate and to ask Jared to come on by when he can get to D.C., and we'll talk further.